Shoulder blades back, chest is out. Welcome, everyone. This is Ageless Balance. I am Ron, and let's get going with this thing. Today, we're going to do just range of motion and stretching. Just easy. Easy peasy. Take it easy today. It's Friday before. Next week is the 4th of July holiday. Arms up over the top. Shoulder blades back, chest is out. But that's on a Thursday, so that means we're still meeting next week. Chest is out, shoulder blades back, and bring the arms down. Straight down. And if you haven't signed up for classes yet, please do. Please do. Shoulders back, chest is out. Deep breath in through the nose and bring the arms down. Nothing serious here. You don't have to go crazy with bringing the arms up or crossing them over the top of your head. Just nice, easy. As your shoulders are ready to give you right now, that's what you take. And bring it back down again into little soldier rolls, shoulder rolls. Easy for me to say. Back. Small. Again, what your shoulders are ready to give you right now. If you've been out doing crazy yard work already before class and you got all sorts of flexibility, then you can make those big circles. If you've been a slug like me and just spent the morning at your desk, then you're probably going to have to start out with smaller circles. Bring the arms forward. I was a slug. Hardest I work were my fingers pushing keys on a keyboard. And shake that out. Chin down to chest, right straight down. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out. So you bring that chin down, you get it down, no problem. Then roll the shoulder blades back, chest is out. And you feel that extra stretch you're getting in the back of the neck. That's what you're missing when you just let that little tiny roll forward. Bring it down. Hold right there. Bring it back to the middle. Up. Chin up. Not that bad. Take it up. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out. Find your neutral position. Stretching through the chin, down the neck, into the front of the chest, the very top of the chest. And bring it back down again. Off we go to the right. Again, shoulder blades back, find your neutral position. We're just rotating the head to the side. Turn, as the birds say. Roll it and bring it back to center, nice and easy. Take your time with this one. Around to the other side. You go a little bit at a time. You don't want to try to get as far back as you possibly can in the first turn. Give it a little bit. Let those muscles warm up. Let those joints get a little more movement in them. One more time. Over to the right. Turn it back just a little bit farther. Back to center. Make sure the chest stays forward. We're not accomplishing anything if we turn the entire torso. We want to get the stretch through the neck, so we keep the body forward as we bring that neck around. Spine is in a straight line, so all you're doing is rotating and bring it back to center. I love this one. Right ear, right shoulder, looking right straight out in front of you. Bring it down just a little bit. Don't grab the top of the head and push down on it or pull down on it. Just let it go. Gravity's doing the work for you here. It's let the gravity do the work day. And up on top, other side. It's National Let Gravity Do the Work Day. Let George do it. Let George Holmes do it. And back up. One more time. Find your neutral position. Shoulder blades are back. That ear is going to come right down on top of that shoulder. Feel the stretch down that other side. Take the hand and push it out. Stretch goes all the way through the upper shoulder. Upper arm. Through the shoulder to the upper arm. I'll get this yet. Other side, ear down to shoulder. Again, make sure that you're pointed right out front, so all you're doing is stretching on that long side. And bring it back in. Oh, that felt really good. Shoulder shrugs up around the ears, right there. Again, you're looking right straight out in front of you. Shoulders come up to the ears and then back down again. Just relax, release. Gravity does the work. And then use those muscles in the lower part or in the sides of the back to pull the shoulder blades down. Back up high again, looking right straight out in front. Don't let the chin come down to the chest. And back down again. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Stop right there. We're going to go the other way. Exaggerate these movements so you've got the shoulder going way out front, stretching out that upper back, up to the top, feeling those muscles work on top of the shoulders that lift those shoulders up. Now to the back, using those muscles in the upper back, stretching out the muscles in the chest and the shoulders, and all the way back down again. One more time, both directions. Bring it back, up high, forward, and down, and back again. Start low, go way out front, up over the top, way to the back, and down. Chin stretches, chin tucks. So we're just going to take head leans out, head comes back. It's a small move. You're looking right out in front of you, right straight out in front of you. And it's out with the chin and then bringing it in. So you feel these muscles working to pull the head out. And then the muscles in the back, you'll feel them going from the base of the skull down into the shoulders as you pull the chin back in again. So it's out and in. Good exercise to do anytime, every time. It's a good exercise. Out and in. You might find it funny doing it, so you may want to do it like in the privacy of your own room. I wouldn't go to the store and do this. Out and back again. Like if you're checking out and you actually go to one of the checkout counters with a cashier, you won't be doing that while you're talking to them. But if you use a self-service checkout, you can. That's okay. All right, ready? Arm swings. Or if it's like the automated teller, the ATMs, they film you the whole time, and you will end up on YouTube. I'm sure of it. Or some social media. Look what this person did while they were using the ATM. Go a little bigger. Elbows up. Back and forward as high as you can go. Arms should go about parallel with the floor, upper arm, and then to the other side. Same thing. Get that back arm up as high as you can get it. So it's up and back, other side, up and back. We want to get used to moving those shoulders, moving those arms when we walk too. So we'll get to that. That's the lower body section. Up and back, down, bring it all back down. Hands in front of the chest, right here. Shoulder blades are back. We're just going to reach overhead. Elbows to the outside. Hands up. Nice and high. Reach through. You can lock out the elbows here. There's no pressure on them. And then bring them back down again. Elbows down to the sides. Hands right out front. Push up with the palms away. Up towards the ceiling. Right straight up. And elbows forward. Bring the arms back down again. Elbows all the way down. One more time. Push it up. Drive through and bring it back down again. Stop right here. Elbows together. Stretch through the upper back. Into that cactus. Shoulder blades tight as you can get them. Feel the stretch through the chest, through the shoulders, through the arms, and back to center. Again, right up through a shoulder press, right up. Keeping the elbows as close together as you can get them. They're not going to touch. And some people can do that all the way up. Keep their elbows touching. I'm not one of those people. Elbows down in the side. And bring the arms back down again. All right. So this one, you're going to start out kind of leaning forward. And it's just a very slow, feel it happening. Bring the chest up, bring the head up. Roll the shoulder blades back. And you're bringing all of it up, going into that neutral position, hyperextending the back. You got a little extra curve in the back, and then drop it down nice and slow. And think about the difference. So this is where we normally are. Shoulders hunched forward, chin to chest, looking down at the ground. And where we need to be is bringing those shoulders back. Chest is out, chin is up. And you've got this nice upright posture. Doesn't it feel so much better? I mean, the body just feels more flexible, more able to move, more able to do things. One more time, back down. Stretch out the back. Feel this collapsed state. And now bring it up. And if you feel this difference, you know what you're looking for. When you're seated, when you're doing anything, check your posture. If you think about it, if it hits your head, if you see somebody else walking with their head down, that's a signal to you to get it together and just check. Make sure you're in the right position. This is so bad for your body. This is so good for your body. This is what we're doing here. All right, arms out to the side, palms forward. First thing, arms up overhead. Palms stay forward all the way up. Straight up over the sides, looking right out in front of you. Bring the arms down. From here, cross body. Around. Right arm on top, left on the bottom. Reach around. Grab onto the shoulder blades. Pull it back as far as you can. Feel the stretch through the upper back. And open it up nice and slow. Take your time with this. Up, up, up. Out, out, out. And again, this time left arm on top, right arm on the bottom. Bring it across, stretch out. Don't let yourself lean forward or chin come to the chest. You want to keep those shoulder blades back, chest out, and reach out to the sides again. One hand down, one hand up. Push with the palm one way, push with the palm the other way. And roll that shoulder up as high as it'll go. Don't reach up, pulling the butt off the chair. Chair is there for the butt. Leave it on the chair. Up. And push down with that other hand right straight down, keeping the head right straight up. Keep the muscles tensed as you bring the arms around, going the other way, up. Stretch is through the top, or the top of the shoulders, through the neck, top of the shoulders. On that bottom side, coming up underneath the arm on the other side. Switch them again. Again, keep those muscles tensed up. Push those shoulders out as far as they'll go. As much rotation as possible, as much movement as possible through the shoulders. Right here, up over the top. Bring that top arm over to the other side, and you're coming down on the side. Head is up inside the upper arm. Other arm's pushing down. Sits bones on the chair. No change there. And switch it over. Arms out. Other side, up and over. And side bend. Reach around, reach over. And bring it back down to center. And we're there. Right arm first, palm up. Hold underneath the elbow, just above it a little bit. Bring the hand back as much as you can. Keep the elbow, upper arm parallel with the floor. And then lift the elbow, trying to get it, keeping it right near the head, pushing up and through. Shoulder blades are rolled back. Chest is out. Go as far as you can, keeping the hand on the same side. Don't reach across. We're not going to stretch out these triceps if we reach across the arm. So we're looking for here, up, and bring it back down. Don't force the arm. Just a little tension is all you're looking for. Like in my house all the time, a little tension. Hands up. Bring the hand right straight back on the shoulder. Lift that elbow up. Bring it back. Get the shoulder blades back. As you bring it up, get those shoulder blades back. Looking right out in front of you, driving that elbow as high as you can get it, as high as you can get it, not as high as getting it up and over the top. You just want to get it up as high as you can, feeling that stretch right through the back of the arm, through the front or underside of the shoulder. And back down and release. Now, here's one. Up and over the top with the one arm, up the back with the other. I have problems with this. I have a pin in my shoulder, and I'm really limited in how far I can bring that right arm up. But I always have people in classes who I can touch, no problem. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Yeah, I can't. And back, other side. This is one of the tests for flexibility. How close can you get? I can't. And I don't do this as much as I used to, so it's even worse than it used to be. And back, down again. Shake that out. That's the last time I'm embarrassing myself with that one today. We're going to rotate. Hand on the outside of the thigh. Take that right hand, bring it on to the back of the chair, and roll. Let me turn here, show you what I'm doing. Got the shoulder blades back, chest is out, chin is up, and using the back hand, push against the back of the chair or the underside of the chair, whichever you've got, and rotate that back shoulder around. That's where the rotation happens. Shoulders stay in a straight line all the way. Deep breath in, roll the shoulder blades back one more time. The key to this is not looking down. And back to center, go to the other side. Don't roll the hips. Don't turn in the chair as you're rotating. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out, grab onto the back of the chair, and start that rotation. Bring it around. Back arm's doing the rotation. You can feel this in the spine. And then roll the shoulder blades back one more time, and you'll get just a little more rotation out of it, and back. All you're doing is bringing that spine into neutral again. Just a little bit of movement will take it out. You're rolling the shoulder blades back, getting yourself back in that neutral position so you can get just a little more stretch out of that. Hands down at the side. Arms back as far as you can get them. Reach back. Don't lean forward to get the arms back farther. This is to stretch the shoulders out. So you just reach back, keeping yourself upright, and then swing them up. Palms down, on the way down, little bend in the elbows, as far down as you can get them, as far back as you can get them. Chest is opened up, feel it in the front of the shoulders, upper arms, and back up over the top again. Keep those shoulders open as you do this. Back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So you're keeping those shoulder blades down through this entire movement. Down toward the hips, back. A little more stretch this time than you had the first time. Up and over the top again. Reach, bring the hands down to the middle, grab onto the palms right here, right here. Got them. Rotate just the arms. Bring it back to center. Don't let the legs move as you do this or the hips. This is just the arms. A little bend in the elbows. Use that lead hand to pull that other one around just a little bit. Stretches through the shoulder blade, through the shoulder, through the upper back. And it goes actually to the opposite shoulder blade of the arm you're stretching. Other side, same thing one more time. Bring it around back. Stretch it. See if you get just a little more out of it. Don't let the hips turn on this one. You got to stay right where you are. Everything has to stay tight. You want just those shoulders. You don't want to get the lower back. Bring it in. Arms down, legs out. We're just going to take the arm and let it rotate. Spin it. You can also do this standing up. You can get a bigger swing on it. But just let it go. Relax the arm, relax the shoulder completely. Spin it one way. And then we go back the opposite direction. Clockwise, counterclockwise, all those things. Make sure you've got the back straight. Just because you're down like this doesn't mean you've lost your neutral position. You got that elbow on the knee, holding the shoulder blades back, holding the shoulders up. And to the other arm, same thing. Roll it. We go one way, then we go the other. I feel like I'm in one of those witches' cauldron movies. And it's a Shakespeare thing too. I don't know. It's a boil and bubble, toil and trouble. Something like that. All right, sit it up. Grab a drink of water. We'll still be moving on with the seated stretching things, the seated stretching things that we're doing. So here we are. Here we are again. Thank you for rejoining me. Why were you coming apart? Those are good ones, aren't they? Some of the best. Back up in the chair. Just sit there for a second. Shoulder blades are back. Feel the back of the chair against your back. And come on up just a little bit. Sit it up. Sit it up. We're going to walk the hips to the front. One hip stays planted firmly on the chair, the other one up. So this isn't you leaning way off to the side and then rolling the entire hip girdle. You want to move this mass right here, this joint forward, other side up. So you're taking the foot, pushing down through and kind of pulling with the toe. Other side, up, leg forward, and hip up, leg forward. So just turning the hips and coming up front, you're getting no movement out of those hips. You need to turn them. Let's go back again. Push. This one's easier. Push and push. So what we're doing is we're opening up these hips. We're getting movement in them. We're getting those muscles warmed up. We're getting them stretched out and around. If you have hip pain, this is a good exercise to do to try to help alleviate that. Up, up, and up. Back again. Last time. Walking them hips back. And bring it all the way to the back of the chair. And you're there. All right, next. Just grab onto the thigh, roll the shoulder blades back. This is a great one for getting your posture right. Grab underneath the thigh, use one hand, two, doesn't matter. Lift the leg. As you do, bring the shoulder blades back. Sit up. Get that curve in the lower part of the back. Really stretch it out. Bring that knee up as high as you can get it. With the shoulder blades back. So you're stretching the upper body, you're getting your spine in neutral position, and you're working that hip flexor in the front of the leg. And stretching the calves, or the hamstrings. And let it back down again. Other side. Same thing. Grab on. Underneath, shoulders back. Roll it back. Man, that was like getting a chiropractic adjustment with that one. Whole lot of snapping went on there. I love that when that happens. It always feels good. And back down. Back over to the other side we go. Grab underneath. Shoulder blades back. Chest is out. And pull. As you get that leg up as high as it'll go, roll the shoulder blades back one more time. And down nice and slow. Back over. Underneath. Shoulders back. Lift. Hold it right there. And back down. Again. Leg out. Circles. Circles like that. With the whole leg. Again, working that hip joint. Just like we did when we were walking forward on the chair, using our hips to move. Now we're doing that in a circle. Remember, the hip joint is a universal joint. We need to move it in all directions. Go the opposite direction because we have to do all directions. It's a balance thing. Make sure you are not leaning forward. If you can't get the leg out all the way, it doesn't matter. Grab onto the bottom of the chair, hold the back of the chair, and then bend the knee a little bit. You want to keep that posture, and I'd really like you to stay on your chair, seated out on the chair instead of all the way back. Because if you do it from here and move it, you're going to see how much easier that is. That's not what you want. Just in case you're wondering, it's not what you want. Other leg, out. We're not looking for easy. There's no easy button in this class. Around. Whole leg, everything. And back again. It's a lot of work. And back down. So, did you feel it? Quadriceps, hip flexors. That's for lifting the leg. We're working those at the same time. All right, leg out. This time it's a rotation. Windshield wipers, side to side. Toe out, knee and toe always together. So it's out, knee and toe move, all the way over to the other side. Around. And back. Nothing moves with that leg. Again, we're going with that hip in all sorts of directions because it needs it. Hips need so much to be loosened up, to be stretched, and to be strengthened. But right now it's just about getting the stretching in there. So you've got the movement. In and out. Other side. Foot out, toe up. Little bend in the knee. Out. And in. So again, this isn't just the foot going side to side. This is the entire leg rotating. Oh, watch your posture. That whole leg rotating within the socket. Over and back one more time. As far in as you can get it, as far back as you can get it, and release. Hand behind the thigh. So there's two ways that we do these exercises. One is we do all of it on one side and then go to the other. That's really tiring sometimes. I'm just going to go with do one side, give that a chance to rest, then we go to the other side. So that's why we're going back and forth. Roll the shoulder blades back. This is just extend the leg and bring it back in. Again, bring yourself out on the chair. Get out to the edge of the chair. Hands underneath, shoulder blades back. This right here is a great way to maintain your posture when you grab on and roll the shoulder blades back, pulling that knee up. Out, stop at the end of the range of motion, and back in. Range of motion doesn't matter. I don't care how far out that leg goes. Get it out as far as you can. What's the farthest point away from your body for you? In and back out. Again, shoulder blades back, chest is out. And bring it in. Quadriceps, tightening up, bringing that lower leg up. And back down one more time. Take your time. The other thing, sorry, I didn't cue this. Knee, toe, hip, all in alignment. That's super important. That all of that goes together. The foot's not out to the side. Knee's not out to the side. Everything's right up front. Excuse me, I'm back in. Other side. Hands underneath. Roll the shoulder blades back. Out. And back in. Don't go too hard right away. Straight out. Toe, knee, hip. And back in. And you may need to use those hands to pull that knee. The knee's going to want to flare out. You may have to push it into the middle or bring it back. Whatever you have to do, get that knee where it belongs. And in, right straight out. And back. Out. Start driving that heel out as you go. Toe comes in. Feel the stretch through the calf muscles. And bring it back. Shoulder blade has to stay back. And in. So what's really easy to do here is you start pushing that leg down or you start getting tired and you go with it. You want to make sure you stay back with the shoulders back. All right. So we can do those exercises another way. Grab onto the back of the chair. We're going to do the leg lifts first. Right straight up. Squeeze it. Hold onto the chair. Do whatever you have to do. So you may want to push the palms into the chair, rolling the shoulder blades back and putting that little arc in the lower part of the spine. Or maybe grab onto the back of the chair and do it. Doesn't matter how high you get the legs. What you're looking for here is you're out on the edge of the chair. You're working these muscles, lower abs, hip flexors, to lift that leg up, but holding your posture. So every muscle in your body is working here to maintain that neutral position as you pick that leg up. This is how it should be when you walk instead of leaning forward. You should be upright, neutral position, leg up, tap the toe. So bring the heel up first off the ball of the foot. Bring it up as high as it'll go. Stop, drop nice and slow, and then roll from the ball of the foot to the heel. Get that? Stop, drop, and roll. Did you get that? Okay, one more time. Up. There's something that a 20-something class wouldn't get. Stop, drop, and roll. And back down. All right. Then the other thing you can do is those quadriceps. Grab on again. You got that posture. Lift the leg up and extend out and bring it back in. On this one, hamstrings are going to pull. To make them not pull as much, we have this tendency to roll forward. So it doesn't matter how far the foot comes out and back in. What matters is you're keeping those shoulder blades back. You're still going to feel it in the front of that, or in the front of the thigh, as well as the front of the hip, and going into the lower abs. And back in, other side, same thing. Up, out, and in. Check your posture. You just move forward just a little bit. And you want to try to make sure that you're always in that right posture as much as you can right now, because now you're thinking about it. This is the time to stay there and always correct. And down one more time, up and out, and bring it down in. So those are exercises you should be doing every day without fail. Those are super important, along with the sit to stand, like 5 to 10 of those every day. That's going to work quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and the hips with each one of those movements. All right, next, I take foot. Now, foot out and in. Extend it, the toe, and bring it back. Shoulder blades back, chest is out. You're pointing right towards that toe. You want that alignment. Knee, toe, hip right in there, all together. Out and in. Taz, the cat, is checking out the new water heater. Out and in. Out. It doesn't matter what it is. He always knows there's something new in the house. All right. Other foot. Out. And bring it back in as far back as you can get it. And out. And in. So you can take the hand too, hold the shoulders back, and do it that way. You can put the heel on the floor if that works better for you. Whichever one works. All we're trying to do is get some flexibility in those ankles. Out and back, because they are oh so important. Out and in. Out and back in. Bring it down. Rotations. Just the ankle. Concentrate really hard on not letting the entire leg go around. We want to get as much flexibility through the ankle. Even if the movement is small, it doesn't matter. You want it to be that ankle so it does get stronger, get more flexible. One way, and then back again. So this is one of those they say every morning you should spell out your name or do the alphabet with your toes, with your foot, holding on, making sure it's just the ankle. Or you can just do circles too. And other side. Although, I will say, when you do the alphabet and you have to really control the movement of that ankle, where it goes, diagonals, cross, up and down, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, circles, it is really good because it requires your brain to do a whole lot more work telling it what to do. I guess I'm going to start doing that more often. Around, I talked myself into it. And down, feet on the floor, walk them out, heels out. Out. Heels out. Toes out. Heels out. Toes out. Get as much movement through the ankle as you can, side to side. Together. Back out. As far as you can get out there. And bring it back in. In. In, and together. Shoulder blades are back. Doing this a couple different ways. We're going to bring the leg up and out to the side. Pick the leg up, put your hand behind the thigh, and bring it to the outside. Couple things you're looking for here. Shoulder blades stay back as you're doing this, so don't lean, don't turn, no rotation at all on this. Only in this hip. If you roll the hips with it, nothing is happening in that hip joint, and that's where we want it to happen. Out. This opposite knee should stay forward. Toes, everything points out. Foot's flat on the floor. And then this other leg, knee and toe stay in alignment. It seems like such an easy exercise, but there's so much. And back in. It seems so simple. Why do I have to make everything so complicated? Out. And back in. Here's one of those again. If you want to hold on to the bottom of the chair, back of the chair, as long as you can hold your shoulder blades back and chest is out without using the hand, and keep the foot in alignment with the knee. Don't let it hook in. It is right there all the way around. And back. The other foot is flat on the floor. Knee stays straight. There's all kinds of muscles working here. Core muscles, hip muscles, both of them. Other side, same thing. Up underneath. Roll it out. Start slow. Start easy. And back in again. Pick it up and out. Other foot's flat on the floor. Shoulder blades are back. Hey, sits bones. Do not move on this one. This is all. I'm kind of nudging Taz out of the way. Go over there. Go over there. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. Bring that foot around. Bring it back. One more time. out. Inner thigh stretch, outer hip is working, and bring it back in again. Go to that other side. This time you have no choice. You have to use the hand. We're going to rotate the leg. So bring it around to the side and do some rotations with that leg. Again, knee toe, stay in alignment. This is one, if you let that come in, you're not getting the stretch that you want. Go the opposite direction with it. Think about every other muscle in the body and how hard it has to work to hold you in place as you're moving that leg around. Core, back, front, everything is really, really contracted. I went to the other side. Is really contracted, holding everything in place. Around. Use the hand. Let the leg relax. Let that hip relax. Use the leg. Keep that other foot flat on the floor too. Would ya? Don't forget that. And around. Around. Bring it in. Bring it down. Roll the feet out. Sides of the feet on the floor. Feel the stretch on the outside of the ankle. And other direction. This one's not so big. You just want to feel a stretch. So all you're looking for is to feel the foot come up on the outsides. However that is for you, 1 foot at a time. If you can get more out of it that way, perfect. You do that. This falls into the you do you category. All right, here we go. Here we go now. Back out, shoulder blades back, bring the heels up. See, this is why you can't use the back of your chair, because that is for the cat. And back down again. I get the front half of the chair. He gets the back half. Heels up. All kinds of ankle exercises today. No. And back down one more time. Up. Hold it. Feel those muscles working, the calf muscles. And back down again. He didn't get the memo that his half of the chair is the back half. And down again. All right, toes up. Shoulders back. Keep them up there. Feel the muscles working. Front of the ankles, going up that shin bone on either side. Up. And then drop it back down. Up. Shoulders are back. Chest is out. Get them up as high as you can. Keep them up there. This is a hard move. This is a move that ankles, we don't do this very often. We need that flexibility if we ever start to fall forward to be able to get ourselves back up again instead of the whole body just falling out over that foot. But we lose a lot of flexibility in the ankles, tons. And that's a false hazard in and of itself, just that ankle not being able to move to adjust to the ground underneath. And then we make it worse because then we stop walking on uneven surfaces. So then it just gets even worse, and it's this wicked cycle that happens. And back down. And that just puts you more and more at risk for falling or breaking an ankle. That happens a lot too. All right, feet together, knees out, shoulder blades are back. Stretch the inner thighs. Let the feet roll out to the sides. You get a good stretch on the outside of that of the ankle on this one. Shoulder blades back, chest is out. And so don't push here. Don't. Gravity's doing most of the work, pulling them down. And bring it back in. We're going to the outside of the hips. Last one for the hips. Ankle on the shin. Bring it up. The figure four. We love this exercise. We do. All of us love it. Down the side of the hip, going into the glutes. Shoulder blades are back. Doesn't take much to get into this so you can feel that hip working. If you sit like this, even if you sit like this and you're not exercising and that to get that outer hip, but you're just sitting like this, if you feel any pain in the front of the hip at all, those hip flexors, get out of that immediately. Those will pull. To the other side we go. Up. Those will strain easily. This one is so important for the entire back. If you have back pain, this is one of the exercises that they do. Arthritis Foundation promotes this one for osteoarthritis, the lower spine. And hold in there. Bring it around, bring it down, or slide it down, however you want to do it. Legs apart, push-ups, right down the middle. Back is straight, palms on the thighs, right above the knees. Shoulder blades stay back. You're looking straight down at the floor, not behind you. You shouldn't see underneath the chair. Feel the stretch on the inner thighs. Push, 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 push with the arms up to the top. This time, arms down. We're going to roll the shoulders into the floor. Chin's going to stay up so that the head does not go below the heart. Reach underneath the chair as far as you can. Roll the shoulders down. Stretch out the upper back. Still got that nice stretch going. Don't let the knees come in. Don't let them cave in. Back. Hands up on the thighs and push it. Hip hinge. Bring the legs in a little bit. Arms right straight down. Not very far. You don't have to come down very far. We're going to take the arms out to the sides. Roll the shoulder blades back in reverse. Fly. And then bring yourself up using those muscles in the upper back, lower back to get you up. One more time. Down. I can do it much better than I can say it. And arms back first. Get the shoulder blades back. Get the chest out. This is a good way to get up. If you're stuck and in a crunched position, use the back, use the shoulders. Don't use that lower back. So we have this tendency to do is start in the lower back and use that to bring us up. We should be starting in the upper back and then using the muscles back there to get us up. Always when you're getting up, try to get those shoulders up first. Try to stay in that. What you're doing is you're putting yourself in that neutral position. Because once you do that, these muscles in the back, the butt, and the hamstrings start to engage to help bring you up as well instead of just that back. Cat behind me. All right. Down we go. Underneath. Reach all the way across. Keep the chin up. Arms up over the top of the head. Roll the shoulder blades back now. Now get them all the way up there. Hands are just a little behind the head. Deep breath in. Stomach out. And exhale. Coming back down. One more time. Up. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. Over the top. Roll those shoulders as high as you can get them. Deep breath in through the nose. Stomach out, feeling the lower lungs open up, and exhale, bringing the arms down. There we go. Roll them around a little bit. Forward, back. Just let the whole body relax. We are good. We are stretched. We are done for the day. Thank you guys for being here. As always, I appreciate it, and I will see you again next week. Have a great weekend.